This is a Muncie broadcast. Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and hand me and listen to Uncle the podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the podcast. Go ahead.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 172. We're climbing. But now, I think we're going to talk about tonight this virus.
Got to.
I got to talk about this virus because all this is going on the news, and people can't go nowhere. We can't even go to work. I don't know how this guy's doing.
I'm going to work.
I don't know how this guy's doing going to work.
I'm on the schedule.
I just don't understand. Everybody else is not working but him.
Yes.
I don't get it. Can anybody say that? Anybody online? Can they get online and ask me what is Lowe's up to?
Call in and tell us what you're doing in your particular situation. Yeah. Call in and talk to us. 319-527-5016. Call in and talk to Uncle.
Yeah, call me and that number.
319-527-5016. What are you doing in the midst of coronavirus? Are you working? Some people are. Some people aren't.
Yeah, I know the yard people ain't. Couple of days it was raining. I know what they were doing.
Well, yeah,
that's sitting in the truck.
That's one of the lost stories here, Uncle, is that here in Southern California, it has been raining almost nonstop for over a week.
Yeah, well,
long time.
We need the rain. I can see that.
Yeah.
But the point I'm saying is we can't get nothing else done. Yeah. To watch the rain.
It's funny because usually this would be a huge story, all the rain we're getting, but nobody's talking about it because everybody's talking about
this virus.
COVID-19.
We're trying about this virus. You know, this is real dangerous.
How so?
With the older people.
Yes, I hear.
Like your mother-in-law. She's now 70.
Well,
she can't even get out the house.
Well, you're also in that tier of people that are most at risk because you are also older yourself, Uncle. And
I am at 61, but I also have my supervisor that hired me that's also 61, and he's working. Yeah. I don't, wait a minute. Get him home.
Yes.
Guy, that is I'm talking about.
Well, the diabetes is also a risk factor, they say. So.
Well, diabetes is a risk factor, but will it affect this virus?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Into this process.
Well, specifically, the virus affects more intensely people who are above, I think, the age of 50, and definitely people with diabetes. Both categories which you fall into. So, something to be concerned about for sure.
Yeah, well, I know that.
So,
that's what the best thing to do is what I'm doing.
Stay home.
Stay home, resting in the room.
Yeah.
If it happens to have a virus attack meaning I can't come even out of the room. If somebody in this house, for example,
you gotta stay away from them.
You just leave them be, and the person who isn't, say example, your wife.
Yes.
I'm an example.
Yes.
And if you can't go in the room, you have to stay out.
Yes, I will.
I mean, they have to be out of that room.
Mm-hmm.
And in that kind of situation.
We got to be careful. No doubt about it. Yeah. So everybody's...
Or on the future or the other way around.
Yeah. It's crazy out there. I mean, when was the last time you went out of the house, Uncle? I don't even know. When was the last time you were out?
Last time we went out was when we went shopping. When me and you went shopping, remember?
Where? Oh! At the grocery store the other day.
Grocery store.
That's right. How was that? How was that experience?
That experience, man. We walked around in this grocery store and there was nothing on the shelves.
On
what the heck
shelves.
is going on here? I thought a hurricane hitting or a earthquake or something.
Certain shelves.
The way this stuff was going on.
Some of them are clear. The bread aisle clear. Yeah. Canned foods clear. Yeah. Like the pastas and whatnot.
Pasta's gone. Wanted pasta for supper. You got to get it early if you want anything.
All those pantry items that you can store and eat later.
They are stacked in other people's houses.
So people, of course, are preparing to be stuck in their homes indefinitely in a worst case scenario. So that stuff is all gone.
Right.
You can get a lot of the fresh stuff is all there still.
Well, the only thing that is safe to do is go around our neighborhood with a dog walk.
There's a lot of people out, aren't there?
And doing the pulling orange trees off the tree. We can do those things.
We did that today.
House. We did that today, but
we collected a lot of oranges.
We got orange juice to make in the morning.
Yeah, we'll be making a lot of orange juice.
So that will be done. But what we're saying is we cannot move. Even the sports wall isn't even talking.
Crazy, right?
I mean,
it's over. It's done.
Chuck, for example, I can't get an update no more because, hey, we got some news that Brady is going to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And I've heard that on my radio network. Yeah. But that's all I can hear.
So the only thing in sports is what all the business deals are being made.
Yeah,
primarily in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like this gguy's getting traded here. This guy's getting traded there.
Yeah,
people are talking about that.
It's a training day that they're training over. And who ever thought that Brady would be moved out of New England? Who ever thought that? Everybody thought different. See, this is what I mean.
Yeah, well,
ain't gonna happen. Her husband, his wife, moved out, moved the house, sold the house in Boston. Now he's looking at thinking Tampa.
He's moving south like all retirees do on the East Coast.
Yeah,
going south to Florida.
Right.
I mean, he's just an East Coast guy. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
You retire on the East Coast and you have a fair amount of money. You go to Florida.
You go to Florida. Where else will they all are?
He's not.
Where the people are. Right?
Yeah, I mean that's where the people go. That's where he's going to fit right in there with all the rest of the older folks. What is that complex down there called? Is it called the Villages? Is that what that place is called, Uncle, in Florida? Do you know of this place? It's like a massive, gigantic complex that is essentially like it's all for retirees. You have to be a certain age, like 60 or older, to live in it. Is that called the Villages? Am I correct?
Village of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be called that.
Yeah.
It can be called that.
It's huge.
It's a loose thing, but well, I used to live in Topeka Bay.
Yeah.
There was a lot of old people living there.
Sure.
I mean, that's in that kind of boat you're talking about. Yeah, sidekick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a lot of people go and they retire in the Villages, and it's got a sort of prisoner vibe, doesn't it? Being go with that name, the TV show, The Prisoner, the series.
Are you sure you're not talking about that one in the under the water?
Are we talking about a retirement community or a movie?
A movie sign.
Waterworld?
No.
Under the water?
Where the prisoners were in.
Under the water in a prison?
Yeah, it's in a prison.
Sounds like a place retirees might want to go.
And it was a movie with prisoners, and he was taking a bomb.
And they lived underwater.
And he was going to blow up the
what?
I forget what it was called.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, a movie, a post-apocalyptic movie, or a retirement community in Florida. What's the difference? That's what I say. Right. But I see in the chat room, Lucum, friend of the show, Lucum is asking, has Uncle had any dollar beers tonight?
No.
We don't.
We don't, but
we have something else.
Something else he brought up here. He brought this kind of liquor thing.
Yeah, this is in the spirit of COVID-19 2020. We, of course, like any good citizens went to Costco and stocked up on things.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we've done it at least once. I think a couple times.
Maybe twice or so.
Maybe.
But
seeing as how it might have been the last time we get a chance to ever go to Costco again, you got to get, or a store for that matter.
I barely got my glasses let me tell you.
Yeah, you got
I
your
went and
glasses.
finally got my glasses there because Nana, of course, had to drive, and I had to she had to sit in the car while I go in.
You got your spectacles.
But I got them, and they said only pickups.
Uncle can
And
see
they-
again.
3 and also.
He
but I
can
don't
eat
have 'em on
again.
now.
He has teeth. He has eyes at work.
Yeah, I don't have them on now, but
Your senses are
Right.
fully tuned
They,
and honed for
I got-
Corona COVID-19 20.
wait. Let me
And
now,
we
what
went to
what do we
Costco
got? You got Costco
and got
stuff.
the largest bottle of tequila we could find.
tequila.
And of course, it's Kirkland brand tequila.
What's this brand made of?
It's made of Kirkland. Well, it's from Kirkland, and it claims to be 100% pure agave, which it is. And I mean, if you're drinking
No
tequila,
sugar in it, you say? Huh?
no, I don't know. There might be some natural sugars, but I don't think it really has sugar. So we're
No,
we're
I
okay.
taste
This is just a nice clean tequila, and it is. I gotta say, so this is their silver tequila from Costco.
Drop glass. And,
It's good.
And like going to a cowboy show, and you hey, give me some beer. What are you doing? Let me liquor stuff.
We've got our international
over here.
international shot glasses we're gonna drink out of. We got one from Iceland. We got one from Amsterdam. It's a real cosmopolitan situation over here.
I got quite a few of them now. I've
Yeah.
got me collected of these things. Every place I go,
We're traveling the world, Uncle.
I like to carry a lot more though.
Traveling the world and picking up a shot glass as we do it everywhere we go.
Right.
And lucky for us, we're going to survive because we've stocked up on Costco and we have this
You're gonna
tequila
have this
from
tequila.
there. So we're going to live and we're not going to die in the coming Armageddon because we'll have our supplies. We'll be able to lock ourselves in our house.
Armageddon. That's another good one. We've been watching. That could happen. It's coming.
Uncle, we're
This
celebrating.
is part of Armageddon. This is part of Armageddon. We're going after all this crazy stuff going on
This
here.
is our end of the world celebration. We're going to drink some Kirkland silver tequila. Oh, well, who's this?
Who's this?
Hey, how are you?
What are we talking about here? We're going to have some
someone was just
interference
trying
here.
us.
Somebody
So
drinking
anyway,
water.
the party continues. Let's have, let's
Wait
have,
a minute. We have to check back the rules again.
Let's take the edge off, Uncle. Let's have
We
a
need to
shot.
cool off here.
Okay, I feel better already. Well, when we drink something, Uncle, we have to review it.
I know. Ooh.
So, what are your thoughts? What do you think about the taste of this drink?
It's like it's got a kind of sparkly.
Oh, like it's got carbonation almost?
Yeah. It's a combination of calming like a Sprite.
Really? Yeah, it's got kind of, well, it's
If
almost...
you got that taste, I couldn't get it down fast enough.
Yeah, no, it's got, I mean, that's the taste of what it is made out of,
Right.
which is an agave plant. And you know what an agave plant is, don't you?
Yeah,
Uncle?
agave. You got all of them all over the place in this yard.
We have more than one agave in our landscape. That's correct. What
Yeah.
is an agave?
Those pointy things.
Yes, correct. It's a succulent.
It's a succulent,
Mhm.
but it isn't smooth.
Well, the leaves are quite smooth, but
But-
it does come out to a sharp point.
Sharp
Very
point.
sharp point. Much like the leaves of a Joshua tree come out to a very sharp point, which can
But-
stab you.
In a drink like this,
Hmm.
would have, we knew they didn't have it straight, but
Yeah.
having under it like some kind of drink, like a Diet Coke or
Yeah, you can
and
mix
just
it.
mix it in,
Well,
and it'll feel much better taste.
of course, the famous
But this straight is for testing of the 5 to 10.
the
1 to 10
famous
deal.
mixed drink when it comes to tequila, of course, is a margarita.
Oh yeah,
But that would definitely have a lot of sugar in it. We're not doing that.
margarita. Oh, by the way, we had a birthday just this past month.
We did.
Nana's went over to this
Yes.
place,
Uh-huh.
and I was gonna say, I had a friend, that worked there, and I didn't know where we were going at the time.
Where did you go?
To that restaurant,
Oh, to a Mexican restaurant.
Mexican
yes,
restaurant.
Yes.
He was drinking this
We had margaritas.
margaritas.
We
running
did
around. I
have
said,
margaritas.
wait a minute. And I told my bus driver, you should try that. That's pretty good. Oh,
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From that restaurant?
From the restaurant.
Yeah, the restaurant was Ancho's.
Ancho's. Yeah.
On Whole Avenue here in Riverside.
That's where he works.
Pretty good sit-down Mexican restaurant, yeah.
Yeah, so.
It's pretty good. They make their own tortillas, which is a highlight.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to make that in the desert house.
Tortillas?
Make a place for tortillas.
Okay.
I mean, well, we might as well.
I definitely want to be drinking tequila out there.
Well, yeah, you're going to have tortillas. You're going to have that. You might as well build it up to that.
Tortillas and tequila.
Tortillas and tequila. I mean, what are they doing? 5 o'clock somewhere. You know how that goes.
Be 5 o'clock there before you know it. Yeah.
Well.
So we're keeping a positive attitude. The world's not over yet. We're still thinking ahead to life out in the desert and all this. We're not letting things get to us.
I know. I heard you had a nice visit tour to visit people.
I want to visit. Oh, yeah.
Desert people cool.
Yeah,
about time. Man, I've been waiting.
Yeah, we'll get to everything. Seems to be working out with that for what it's worth. Yeah, again, I'm not worried about things. Definitely a wrench has been thrown into life, generally speaking, in the midst of COVID-19 to 2020. But I mean, that's how it is now. We got to live with this.
This is crazy. I mean, whoever thought 2020 would start up with a virus?
Well,
I never thought that would ever come.
Instead of going ahead, we're going backward. We're going from 20 to 19.
We're dropping backwards instead of forward.
Exactly.
We're not going forward. We're going backwards here. What's the point?
That's what everybody's asking now. Well, what is the point of this?
What is the point? I mean, what are we doing? Are we doing Armageddon again? Actually coming? What's the point?
Some would say yes.
People are home. People can't go nowhere.
You know it's bad when that's the case.
Yeah. And I'm surprised that you, sidekick, be able to go to work.
I know.
At Lowe's. I still can't put my finger on that. With everybody else home, and you're still working.
Well, I do an important
wait
job.
A minute here. Just a moment now.
Uncle,
how is this anything to do with family problems? Say you get the virus there.
Well.
What happened? Nope, you can't come in the house.
Well, everybody can blame me for killing them.
Oh, wait.
No, I mean, it'll be my fault, clearly. So.
Well, this would be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, and your boss should know better.
Well, guess
if
what?
He's listening.
My boss, which is just the company I work for, generally speaking, is going to remain doing business for as long as business is making money. And for the foreseeable future, money is going to continue to be made. Therefore, I'm going to continue working.
Where is these people going into the store to make the money? That's my answer question. Where are these people? They can't be in. They can't go outside. They can't go in the store. They can't go outside. My point is, you saying the boss wanted to make money. I understand that. But where are they going to get the people to come in?
Uncle, you might be surprised at how many people I see on a daily basis. It's more than two.
In this kind of situation?
Yes. They don't seem to be bothered by it, is what I'm telling you.
Yard people, of course, we're looking at is grass.
Yeah.
Grass, but
there's no need to look at grass.
We don't have to. We can stay home.
Forget the grass isn't going anywhere.
I know that's the point for our business.
Stay home.
For you, it's completely different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, and creative accidents. I will say, I have plenty of fun stories about those fiberglass safety masks. I'm not going to share them at the moment.
Safety masks.
I can tell you I have more than one humorous story about that.
And, so those guys are talking tonight.
I don't mean to tease with my humorous stories. We're going to make our own stories here, Uncle.
Yeah.
We're living our own story.
We're about doing that. Living now. Wait for the future.
Yeah.
It's coming, but shortly.
Hey, we're in 2020. This is the future.
This is the future. What are we talking about?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is the future.
It's like Armageddon. The boyfriend back up there said, where is this other thing? Going back forth, going up there. Hit the thing. Hey, Moist Man, what are you doing?
Okay, I have a question for Luke up in the chat room. Is this a picture of a juggalo from the gathering of the juggalos who threw things at Tila Tequila? There's a guy. See this picture?
Look at him.
He sent a picture of a guy wearing a shirt saying, I threw blank at Tia Tequila. I'm not gonna. It's a curse word. I threw stuff at Tia Tequila, and of course, famously, Tia Tequila did a performance at the Gathering of the Juggalos where bottles were being thrown at her, and she did get hurt, I believe.
Juggalos, gotta understand. Stop being so jumpy. The juggalos.
Well, we like juggalos, don't we, Uncle?
Yeah, we the juggalo that we were talking about was a Joker. When we saw that movie, that was a juggalo.
But everybody jumps to the juggalo sound. You guys don't even know the reference unless you know the song, but it's okay. Anyway, no callers. Just wanted to check in real quick and tell you guys that hey, it's about 35 minutes left in the show. There's a marker, and
time is flying by. 35 more minutes left. All we're doing is talking about this problem.
Yeah, well,
I think this is a night to figure out the problem instead of let's talk about this problem, because this has been the problem where everybody has been able to stay home.
That's a real issue.
That is an issue, and if it's an issue to the government, it's an issue to the people. Because if the government speaks, I'm telling you, you better listen.
Well, yeah, it's a government for, of, and by the people, right?
Yeah.
So when the government speaks, it's basically the people speaking.
Right. Well, yeah.
I mean,
it's our house anyway. What are we talking
logically, that would follow if it's a government for, of, and by the people, that when the government speaks, it's just the people speaking.
Wait. So we're saying something that said, hey, we better get this act together. And how long is until they get this stuff organized? To get a thing to put a shot in somebody's arm?
The vaccine?
Yeah.
We don't know. I've heard all sorts of different stories when it comes to vaccines and the treatments. I heard that India is treating it somehow. I heard
today on the news. I couldn't see, but I heard him talking. A doctor was talking to the president about some kind of something. I couldn't understand what, because I was outside at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was about. I would have liked to know if that's part of the procedure.
Did you hear this story, Uncle? Trump was in talks with Germany. There was a vaccine being developed by a German company, and he spoke to them directly and be like, hey, look, I want to buy this virus, basically, but I want to use this virus in America, and exclusively America. It has to only be America. And I guess the insinuation was he was wanting to bring this vaccine over to America and then act as though he saved it and nobody else could have it. But did you hear that story about the German vaccine that Trump tried to bring here?
I didn't hear about that. That might have been what was on the television. I couldn't hear it. I was outside. And the doctor was on it. That could have been the one, but that might have been it.
Well, it's an ancient story. It's maybe from 2 days ago, so it's an old story, Uncle. So it's out of date already. Oh. So we need to move on with our news stories, I suppose, and not get too caught up in the past.
I guess it wasn't that one then, because I just heard the one tonight about him talking, about a doctor was talking.
What was the doctor saying?
I don't know. I was on the other side of the glass.
I was
outside.
Let's give the phone number out again, Uncle.
Get the phone number out and let's see if we get any calls.
It'd be great to hear from people. If you can, call us and talk to us. 319-527-5016. We want to hear your stories. What are you doing in your COVID-19 reality? We want to know.
Yeah.
I told some stories about some observations I had being out and about at work and elsewhere amongst this crisis, Uncle, and it was a good time. Some interesting stories.
I can't get around unless I get a ride, of course. No drive.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to get out if I want to get out.
But you can't go out.
But I can't go out.
You gotta stay.
That's the problem. I can't get out.
Well, it's not that bad staying in, is it?
No, but it does get to you once in a while.
Cabin fever?
With everybody in the house.
Yeah, it's a weird situation, everybody being around the kids and everything. It's crazy, right?
That's the point I'm saying. I mean, here we are. I'm trying to stay calm and collected in my room. All I'm getting out of all of this, Uncle, come now. Uncle, do this, do that. I'm watching something up here. I'm getting all this information from downstairs. I'm up in my room, and this is going on back and forth, back and forth.
A lot of noise.
Can anybody do anything for themselves?
No.
I wonder. I mean,
well, we just need help.
Oh, I know, but I do my original job in the house. Moving stuff, get trash out, and do all this other stuff. I took the litter box out finally today.
Being at home doesn't mean there's nothing to do. It might mean that there's even more to do than usual.
There was more. I think there is more to do at home than on the job. Now that I'm not thinking about it a minute, it does feel like, hey, this is only a training program. And now here I am at home doing the work. It's something like that, if you know what I mean.
There's a lot happening here. There's always something to be done. Like I said, I mean, this whole past week and beyond, I've been so busy. It's been crazy. It's like you never have a moment. But just now, I mean, I have a few days off here in a row, which is very needed. So thank goodness I'm making the most of it, and it's good to have a little bit of time, like now, to do this. For instance,
yesterday, for example, I've been in the hot tub for a little bit. But how often have I been in the hot tub for a while? I haven't been in the hot tub since he back to work. I haven't even been in the hot tub until yesterday.
A true crisis.
And that was a true crisis. So I said, well, I'm going in the hot tub. And then them two started following me in.
Indeed.
I mean, after they walked the door, of course.
So things are horrible. Things are just awful. My gosh, what a situation we have here.
Man. And then on top of that, the wash is going.
The washer. Oh, my goodness.
Also got another big problem.
What's that?
Dishwasher is broken.
Oh, gosh.
And that's coming Monday.
I know. We have to wash our dishes by hand.
Hey, an exercise. Hey, I feel like I'm back in Chapman. People.
Yep.
Doing this kind of work.
No shortage of problems here. No shortage of problems. But it's okay. We're making it through.
Yeah.
We're doing our part, helping contain the spread of coronavirus, COVID-19.
Yeah.
So that's good. You know what? I've got in my sketchbook the preliminary workings of a Age of Transitions comic, which I'm still unsure whether I'm going to release it or not. But it's just a play on the... Have I shown you the drawings, Uncle?
No.
I don't have the sketchbook here. I'll have to show you later. But basically, it's a joke about how those images of the coronavirus look like a Christmas tree decoration.
Oh, yes. I saw it on the TV.
Yeah.
How it begins. It has like a white thing, and it's a round thing.
Yeah, it's a white ball.
White ball with red on it.
Red little. It looks like pieces of carpet coming out.
Carpet now. That carpet now.
Yeah.
That carpet is the disease.
Yeah.
And realize it for a minute. It's true. It is. It's the disease.
Well, you don't want to roll your face in any carpet. You'll probably get some sort of disease from just doing that.
Well, yeah.
But this does look like carpet. It looks like a Christmas tree decoration.
Yeah.
And
I saw it on the news.
Oh, yeah. They show that 3D CG model.
Yeah.
They show of it over and over.
Yeah.
We've all seen it, so we all know what that looks like. I think it looks like a Christmas tree decoration.
I could say that.
I'm still debating whether I make that comic or not. I'm about halfway done with it. Let me know if you think I should release that or not. I probably just will.
Just to see, release it to some people to see what the virus would look like.
Well, we know what it would look like. It looks like a Christmas tree decoration.
We do, but maybe some people out there might not. What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Sidekick.
The chat room's really doing a fine job there.
What are they talking about?
Creative Accidents says, Uncle sounds so much better.
Oh, yeah, because I got my teeth in.
You got your teeth. Now, we have not addressed this on the show yet, Uncle. Would we like to tell them about the teeth? What happened? Do you want to talk about this?
I can tell. Well, there's nothing else to talk about. I was, what they did, they took the teeth, took them out.
They removed
the teeth.
Your top row of teeth were removed, right?
All completely out.
Taken out because of the problem I was having done when I was small. It's some kind of yellow stuff. And well, you had gum disease, didn't you?
It was a gum disease like gum disease, but my mother thought at the time didn't know what it was.
Oh yeah. You've always had trouble with your teeth. Is
And
that
always
correct?
had trouble and
It's been
never
tough.
had it like I had these on what I have now in.
And it's come to this.
And I come to this to take them out,
Yes.
and I have only the bottoms,
You still have your bottom teeth.
and they've been clean. I got the gum disease and I cleaned the bottom of the gum disease out of the bottoms, so they're out. But the tops
now
were completely out.
They're gone.
But I got this other one that I have to practice eating with. I'm having trouble a little bit of eating in process.
So you got some false teeth on the top.
Full teeth on the top.
False teeth, which are entirely real.
And they are like real, but I have a little one in the middle, but that's been in there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but that doesn't matter.
So you're getting used to the new teeth is what's going on.
I'm getting used to them, so now they said it'll take a while, so the dentist said.
So.
But the only thing I need to do is glue it more. I think what happened today,
Yes.
it came out. But the last couple days they were on. What I have to do with the glue, paste the glue on top of the teeth and make a 3-spot hole. One in the top and the bottom, side and side.
Yep.
And then glue it and it will stay. But today, for some reason, it didn't get enough.
There's a learning curve to
on
this.
this problem.
So we're learning. You're learning. It's
the tongue is actually keeping it up.
Okay.
But coming down a little.
Yep. And you're learning how to eat with them?
I'm starting to learn how to eat, but it's eating it slower.
Yeah.
You know, I used to eat fast.
Yeah.
But now, I'm not even eating fast.
Sure. Take your time.
All these people eating in front of me, and then I have to talk about, I do not like to talk while I'm eating. This family has to learn one problem. They got a problem here in this family. They eat while they talk. They got to stop that. And what are you laughing at, sidekick?
Uncle,
you cannot eat while you talk.
They've done studies, Uncle. Families that sit down to dinner together and have nice dinner conversation they stay together. I think that's what it is. You haven't heard that before?
They stay together, but they stay together, but they shouldn't talk while they're eating, is what I'm saying.
Well, you don't talk while you
Oh, yes, they do. Here they do, but not nowhere else.
You just you chew, you swallow, then you take a little minute and you make your little point in the conversation. Then you stop talking and you start eating again and let somebody else say something.
That's good.
That's the theory behind it. That's what you're supposed to do. Whether it works out that way, that's another story.
That's what we're trying to work on. That's what we're going to talk about. Crack room.
The crack room is cracking. Everybody's enjoying the conversation tonight.
I figured they want to hear about that.
We've got an image of Pee Wee Herman dancing on the bar to the song Tequila.
Tequila? Oh, no.
I mean, that's
tequila drinks.
I mean, that is one of my favorite all-time childhood movies. Is Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I absolutely.
Oh yes.
I loved that when I was a kid. I still love it, but I loved it.
That guy is still on, you know.
Pee Wee.
Pee Wee on your.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Netflix.
The old TV show.
Oh, TV.
Yeah, I love that too. I love the old Pee Wee's Playhouse shows.
That.
Oh yeah.
They're on that.
Yeah. I grew up on that, Uncle. I was a kid when I was.
I got a kick out of that when they're talking about him riding a bicycle. I got a kick out of him.
Oh yeah, in the original movie.
Driving the car and he's riding the bicycle.
Yeah.
And then what was going on with the bicycle? Somebody stole my bicycle. Yeah. Where am I going to get out of it? Give me our bicycle. Give me them. Where's my bicycle? They're getting mad and Pee Wee's getting absolutely bananas. Yeah. He didn't know what he's doing.
Probably the greatest bicycle movie ever made.
He was running around trying to do that kind of thing.
Now look, I gotta dispute that's the greatest bicycle movie ever made. Now, come on.
It is.
It is funny. It's funny in retrospect considering what he got busted for in that Florida theater. But anyway, you guys have a caller on the line.
Oh, I got one. Who is he and where you from? Put him on.
Yes, caller.
Hey, Uncle, this is Ed again, and
Eddie.
I wanted to check in. I want to talk some baseball, man. Baseball season's going to start in about 8 or 10 days. I'm looking forward to it. You?
I would if we'd be able to see it, but right now they've got this virus problem.
Oh man,
Hard to say.
I'm just kidding. I knew that. I'm just pissed off about it, man. Baseball gives me 3 hours of my day not to think about garbage like this. For 6 months, maybe 7 with the Dodgers lately, but now no baseball even. What are we going to do?
Well, we had no football we can hold, but baseball around the corner, they're going to hold.
You think they're going to have any season? I mean, are they going to start in June, July, something?
Well, they're saying, I don't believe this or not, but this is what they're saying on the news, if you believe them or not. April 19th.
Oh, baseball's going to start then?
If they have a proximal problem to get the shot in the people, we'll have it back to normal.
I know the NBA guys are getting tested.
Oh, yeah, they're getting tested.
Every NBA player apparently has COVID-19.
COVID-19.
That worries me. They're going to shoot us up with drugs, whether we want to or not, kind of.
Well, they're already doing that, giving and taking.
I need to find out some
and also
vaccine mitigation techniques, because I might have to get one of those, whether I like it or not, where I work. So
yeah, well,
that's another of my biggest worries about this thing. They're going to forcibly medicate me with some crap.
Well, on people that the audience, us that we watch the games.
Well, you know what's interesting that I meant to mention on the Age of Transitions, but didn't. I'll mention it now. But Bill Gates stepped down from his positions on the boards of Microsoft and Berkshire Hathaway just before this really all happened. Yeah. That was just before everything got crazy. And of course, he famously gave this TED talk a year or two ago, where he basically said this situation. It's like, oh yeah, this is going to happen. And he more or less describes the situation that's happening now, where I don't know if he says a coronavirus, but like a cold or a flu virus comes and becomes pandemic status. So, I just find it. I'm sorry.
I would just say that's not surprising, because, I think we could all agree he's something of an insider, right? He would maybe know something about that kind of thing coming.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked at what you're telling me. I didn't hear that, but now I've heard it, right? So
I would not trust anything that he says or does.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I don't know what's going to happen in the sports world, if even we're going to have baseball this year.
That's what I'm worried about. But baseball's outside, man. Couldn't they just seat everybody in every fifth or sixth seat and,
not have them together?
I don't know, because,
that's just like having a crowd of people voting.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind if they cancel the election. I'd be down.
That I wouldn't either.
Oh, Ed, did you hear my prediction?
No, I missed that. I did miss that.
Okay, here's my prediction for the election. Out of just good decency and public safety, the primary is canceled. And don't worry, Biden and Sanders have come to agreement, just for everybody's own good, we're just deciding to run on a ticket together. And Biden's going to be the president. Yeah. Bernie's going to be the VP.
He is? Is that true?
That's my prediction.
It might be. That might happen. Who knows? That might happen.
It's for everybody's good.
That would satisfy. I tell you, that would satisfy.
What's wrong with that? It's as good as anything else they could put out there, right?
Yeah, that would satisfy me.
I get the feeling that's going to happen. I don't know. That's my weird little prediction that I think is going to happen.
I'd love you to have that come true. Wouldn't that it'll just make the freak show all the more of a spectacle if they do that, I guess.
Well, you look at this.
One fiery old man and one old man that doesn't know where he is even.
Well, at least he's younger than him.
On the same ticket. Yeah. Hey, Uncle, I want to go back. I want to drop this. I know everybody's talking about this, and we have to, because we're all affected by it. But this dinner stuff, man, the way I learned it from my mom, you don't talk with your mouth full, but between bites you can talk at the table. What's your philosophy? Just no talking at all at the table?
No talking while you're eating.
It's very puritanical.
No. Wait. Wait a minute, sidekick. I'm talking
when you have food in your mouth and you're eating, not talking. That's like talking. My mom always said, "Don't talk with your mouth full." But when you swallowed your food, then you could talk.
This is what Kitty says. A friend says to me, Don't talk. You're eating.
Dinner is a solemn occasion.
I get it from her. I get it from a friend.
Very somber.
I get it from her. But what they don't listen to her.
We drop the lights.
Drop the subject.
Drop the
and
lights.
We start eating and start talking.
Lower the lights. Light a candle. Shut up and eat.
And just eat the food.
So no talking till the food is taken away from when the dinner is completely over. Then discussion.
Doesn't matter. Talk. You can talk all you want. I don't really care. But it is a point though. You could joke. It is a point you could choke.
You could choke. Well, yeah, of course.
We're talking about choking.
Okay, well, I don't want to do that.
Well, here's what I'm trying to get to. When you actually got food in your mouth, chewing it, you could choke and no talking. And plus, you can't understand. Somebody's trying. You can't understand them when they got their mouth full. But once they safely swallow that bite, couldn't they then maybe talk or something?
Well, yeah.
They're not in danger of choking if they've already swallowed that bite of food.
Well, yeah,
right?
They find that. Yeah, they can do that.
If everybody's talking with their mouth full, you're going to be spitting food around, and nobody's going to understand anybody. But if you've safely swallowed your bite of food, then maybe you could talk before you take another bite of food.
The only
that's true.
The only talking or human voices that are going to be heard during dinner is a recording of Gregorian chant that we play. While we all sit there in our black robes and the lights down and candlelight on, not talking to each other.
Drool.
That's a full fact. That is good fact because
I'm not. Everybody's got their dinner traditions. I just wanted to be real clear on. It's just absolutely no talking, whether you're chewing food or not. Just once the dinner stuff is all put away, then people can talk.
Right. Well, yeah,
okay.
Then they can talk all they want.
All right. Well, that's a little different, but hey, if that works, it works, man. Yeah.
I mean, but
it's just in the name of safety, Uncle. I mean, we don't want choking.
It's actually Nana has that problem. So
choking?
Talking. Well, eating.
Oh, talking. Well, yeah.
She goes in and yaps away, and I'm saying, I'm chowing food on. Trying to listen.
Next thing you're hoping somebody has the Heimlich maneuver down to use on her, huh?
What the heck is she talking about? I'm saying in my mind. What the heck is she talking about? What people are eating?
We're just trying to set ground rules here.
Remember, this is ground rules? Boy.
You gotta come up with something.
You got to get serious about this stuff, because you don't want anybody to choke at the table. No, I get it. Yeah.
China's family of here is trying to do just that. Don't talk while you're eating. Period.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, nothing wrong with it. It's good policy.
Sounds like you're policy. I never saw this show, but I used to hear a show about where there's a character called the Soup Nazi or something.
The Seinfeld.
The Seinfeld.
Oh,
yeah, Seinfeld.
That's an episode of Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. You're thinking of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Uncle's kind of the dinner table Nazi here, man.
He was on talking and he was going on yapping and he said, shh, I'm eating. Don't talk.
No soup for you.
No soup. Don't let me eat soup.
Yeah.
You keep talking, no dessert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love the Seinfeld show.
Yeah, the Seinfeld.
Is that a good show? I've never seen it.
I've
heard people talk about it, of course.
You've got to see
the show is great. I mean,
they're still on.
They're syndication.
It's syndication. So I think on channel 4.
One of those channels.
One of the 4, I think.
You guys, I don't think understand. You see, I quit watching TV in the early '80s, so there's a lot of stuff I know about from people talking about it, but I've never seen it. So I don't think I'm going to get a TV to watch that. Can you pull that up on a little screen board and watch those episodes, or is that something you got to get?
I'm sure the Soup Nazi, there's probably clips of it on YouTube.
Yeah, they might be some.
Oh, yeah. I should try and check that out. So
I check it out.
See the thing that people have talked about over the years,
I'm sure there's.
I know that's even pretty old, right?
They're going to be old.
Yeah.
They're going to be old. But
classic 90s.
You'll be able to see something of them.
It's really.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Check it out.
I mean, Seinfeld is a guy whose personal life and personal views are not good. And it's a real shame because the show is great. He's had problems.
Serious problem?
Yeah, like for instance, when he was 39 during his show, like at the height of his show, he was 39 years old. He was dating a girl in high school.
Dating a girl in high school?
Yes.
In real life or in the show?
In real life. And this was like known.
Oh, okay. Oh,
but basically, it was known but covered up, sort of. But everybody knows, but they don't. There's that. And then he loves the state of Israel, of course. So, it's just like,
wow.
man.
I had
It's
no
just,
idea about any of that. Yeah.
It's a damn shame because the show is great, but that
so
stuff.
he's just kind of a Nazi, not a
He's
of sorts, not a soup Nazi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got
And
problems.
I'm using Nazi loosely for anybody that I think is a jerk, right now. So.
So anyway, that's just. But yeah, the show is great. Man, this is exciting. Ed was here in the previous hour. Thanks for calling back, Ed.
Oh, he was?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I had to get my dinner stuff squared away, but then I thought, hey, I got to call in and talk some baseball with Uncle because I figured he's pissed off if I am.
Well, that might be fair enough, but you guys got about 10 minutes left, just so you know. And Shoshana Longstein, yeah, I remember that.
Was that the girl's name? The high school girl?
High school girl?
16 when he was dating her, when everybody found out about it, yeah.
Good.
Most people go to jail for that stuff, don't they?
Under a certain age.
Yeah.
Yes. Under a certain age.
The story went
age.
deep, though. He made a whole entree to her parents and everything, which in some states it's okay if you have parents' permission. So,
oh wow,
yeah, there was a whole thing. So
that's okay. Well, I
teen
guess
is when they start.
Let's look at it in the real world. Before modernity and stuff, 16 would not be an outrageous age, know.
But that's in the teen.
Most of it. I mean, there was a dude up here years ago. He was 19. He had a 16-year-old girlfriend, and the girl's parents got mad about something, and so they charged him. And he got put in with a bunch of hardcore sex offenders, and he was not one of these. And he wound up killing himself in there because he couldn't stand being around those people. So, every case is different of that stuff and how young and what's going on. But, 39 to 16 in this day and age in our culture, usually you would go to jail unless you had, I guess, parents can give permission. I didn't know that either. So
or if you have connections, if you're a
connections,
VIP.
that's more what I'm thinking it is. Yeah. Well, this guy's a wealthy TV guy, and we're okay with it. Yeah.
Do you ever see a girl that's underage and have a nice looking face?
Oh,
that gets my.
But I don't
that's
try to
what
get
gets
her in a broom
my
closet or anything.
That gets to my attention. But I know though not to touch them. But
that's it. That's it, man.
Face, the face kills me. Boy,
Yeah,
I think in my head.
Some pretty ones, there sure are. Yeah.
You think in your head, boy, I wish she was old enough. Yeah, I mean that's what you're thinking in your head.
Well, that's what
it's easy to
Seinfeld
think
is
those
thinking.
things.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, you'd be doing
We're
something
human,
like that.
we got eyes. That's the thing, when I got married, the dude that is supposed to pluck the male's eyes out called in sick that day.
Oh.
And so I still got my eyes, man.
Wow. Lucky for you.
Plucked your eyes out. What the heck? Look at this.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, boy. It was like one of the movies.
Don't they supposed to pick the man's eyes out when he gets married so he's not looking at other women ever?
In some culture, that may actually be true.
That could be true.
My grandfather said, when a man quits looking at other women when he's 6 feet under, but there's a different thing than looking at them, like Uncle said, than, grabbing them all the time, grabbing after them and stuff,
Yeah. And hey, this circles back perfectly to Joe Biden, the Democratic frontrunner.
Yeah. I've heard those
that
stories.
too.
Yeah,
that too.
That's a man who just loves.
Let me hope he's not like Clinton. Please. Let's hope he's not like Clinton.
You don't leave your 13-year-old girl around Biden, that's what I hear.
No, you don't.
Around
what was that deal going on, too? I saw that and I said, what that man lady was going, we didn't vote you in here.
Well, it's going to be a great election. We're going to have the senile old molester guy versus the slightly less demented egomaniac molester who wishes he could date his daughter.
The socialist with his $3 million plus houses, right?
Yeah.
That guy.
What's going to happen? Question, though, you ask ourselves. Do you think they can beat Trump?
I don't think so.
Either one of them.
I doubt it.
I think Trump's in. I think both of them together aren't going to beat Trump. Even if the sidekick's prediction comes true and they run together, Trump's going to win. I think you got to remember. I used to work in the election department in California temporarily, and this is in the 80s, and they actually brought up the boxes of ballots, and citizens counted the votes. Since 2000, it's all done digitally on proprietary machinery that only the companies that own that. So, was it Stalin or somebody said it doesn't matter who votes, it matters who counts the votes. So I don't really think your elections are worth your time, really.
So you're saying
even to vote.
So you're saying then? Oh well, you're saying then, if say you go out to vote, and they said you're doing your duty, you actually ain't because of what you said.
I don't believe that anymore.
I think I'm starting to believe that. That's what I believe. What you're saying.
I'm going out on a limb here. I'll tell you what the elections are. It's a mass satanic ritual where they get everybody to go out and consent to be ruled over by one evil scumbag or the other. That's what I think the elections amount to.
They're all scumbags anyway. What the heck are we voting for? I'm not asking questions. But this is ridiculous.
You're not voting for much when you look at who's running, right?
Right.
I hear you.
I mean, here, you know who's crazy with this voting stuff? His wife. His wife, sidekicks, gets into it. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Well, she sits in there.
I know people that are into it too.
Yap.
They don't like to talk to me because
I said, but
I tell them the same thing.
And then her sister says, "Don't yell. They're helping you out." An able guy that can't even do anything, they're helping you out. Is that really true? They helping me out? And
I haven't noticed
my kind of people.
Out, or my wife's
I mean, my kind of people.
Well,
I mean, this is not.
Here's what to tell them, Uncle.
What do you say?
Tell those guys to vote early, vote often, and vote hard, and then put their head between their legs and kiss their ass goodbye. How's that for what to tell them?
What kind of decisions like that?
You gotta, Uncle. Let's break things down simply. Not just with voting, but with most things in this world, especially if they're framed as a big, scary problem. It's best to have a detached attitude toward it.
The attitude is right. I understand you got to vote to help your country. That I understand. I understand that point. But the point I'm saying is, do they care about my kind of people?
Well, listen. I mean,
this is what...
this is a fierce political debate, I understand, but we're going to have to say bye to Ed. Ed, thanks for coming on.
Oh, hey, show's over. Hey, I didn't mean to take up both halves of both shows, but love talking to you guys, man.
I'm glad you did, Ed.
Yeah, I'm glad
thanks
you did.
Calling.
Kill some time.
That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, everybody take care. Love you all.
You too.
All right.
Bye, Ed.
Bye, Ed. Bye.
All right, there you go. He's a true friend of the show, Ed, up in Washington.
He's
Uncle,
a Washington boy.
Uncle, the show's nearly over.
We got a good conversation with this voting problem. And then what else we were talking about?
COVID-19, 2020, voting problems.
COVID-19, I could take
all sorts of, we were domestic issues. We were all over the board tonight.
Yeah, well, CNN, we had us talking.
Oh, my gosh.
Did pretty good on the job.
What a crazy world.
Ladies and gentlemen, whoever else is listening, it is coming in June. People, it's coming in June.
Get ready, June.
We're talking about.
Be excited for that.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about that for review.
We're going to be. I
am definitely going to be a good hour and a half talking about that.
And any shout-outs?
Any shout-outs, everybody? Oh, wait a minute. Who's doing shout-outs?
I'm asking if you have any shout-outs, Uncle.
Yeah, all the new guys, giving you guys a shout-out if you guys been doing the job or where you been or in the truck. I don't know what you been doing. Been the rain. I don't know. But I don't know. Shout to you guys.
I'll give a shout out to Lucum and Creative Accents in the chat room.
At chat room.
And new chatter ZZZZZZZZZZZZZZS. Hello. It's nice to have you there joining us.
And the shout out people. Shout out to all of you.
Charlie.com.
Charlie.com.
We're live every Friday night. Yeah, shout out to those.
And we finally got Sidekick here for our live show tonight.
It's great to be here.
Well,
Great to be here for the live show.
Of course,
Friday
I don't
night.
know what his next week's sheets are.
We'll see. Hopefully, we'll be live again. I don't even know. I think we will be at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ocelli.com live. You can call in anytime. We had to call her Ed. We'd love to have you on the show some Friday night.
Yeah.
UncleThePodcast.com. That's where you find the podcast. Twitter at Uncle Podcast and Instagram at Uncle Podcast.
And will you please send some screens on to Chuck?
Do that.
Do that.
Uncle, the show's over.
Sidekick. Get those cards out.
I will. Okay, bye, everybody.
I don't want to keep saying this. Bye-bye.
See ya.
See ya. Boom, 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 boom. What's the boom, boom? Hey, what about the song? About these guns, we have to be signing out all these crazy people. And I have to know to bring out my cards out. Remember now, Sidekick. Give out the cards to send out.
I'll try to remember.
Street
I
team.
remember.
Street team. That's the shout
Street
out that we
team.
need. Street team. Street cream.
Street team for a shout out to Street team.
Shout out to the street team.
Shout out to Street team.
Join it.
Join it.
Be a part of it.
Part
Be on
of that
social media.
action. You're going to hear some action if you join it.
We'll see you on social media.
You'll be on the social media.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, positively. Once again, UncleThePodcast.com. And, of course, you know, it was a great 2 hours. Thanks to Ed for calling in for both hours. And I'm producer Chuck just making noise. Uncle, last word, my friend. Go ahead.
We are having the end of this contest of knowing what we're doing for this virus. So we have talked about that. So bye-bye. Boom, boom. I can do the boom, boom myself. I know you have problems.
But there it is. They can hear it. We can't. It's all right.
Boom, 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 boom.